Hi and welcome back to Seriously Donuts. My name is Bola Obile and I'm with the beautiful
Abi.
Today we are super duper excited. We've got one of the most exciting women on the boss lady scene in terms of knowing what you want from life, knowing how to go get what you want from life, and knowing how to turn up, in your full femininity. Sometimes they teach us to go get what we want, but they want us to put up this almost manly type approach to life. This is a woman that knows how to be all woman. Yes, she's getting it.
Darling.
Yeah, my goodness. Guys, the only thing better than Ghana Jollof in this world is a woman called Claudia Kwarteng-Lumor. And we've got her here in the building with us. The amazing. Let me just reel out some of her accomplishments.
Quite intimidating.
Honestly, I remember when one of your videos came up and I went for an event, I think it was She Boss, and they were playing it and they're like, Claudia Kwarteng-Lumor is this audio one? I'm like, whoa, it's what you said needs to be done.
And I played it, I'm like, oh, okay.
Guys, pull a seat. Pull a seat right
brace
now.
Yourself, guys.
Brace yourself. She's the publisher and founder of Glitz Africa magazine Ghana. She's the executive producer of Glitz Africa Fashion Week Ghana. She is Ghana's Women. What is that honor?
Yeah, Ghana Women of the Year honors.
Of the Year honor. Young Creative Entrepreneur of the Year. Startup Entrepreneur of the Year. She's one of the 100 most influential women out of Ghana.
Clock it.
Business of Fashion 500 people.
Clock it.
Oh my God. One of the 100 most impactful people out of Africa.
Clock it, guys.
Woman Entrepreneur Honorary.
Oh my God.
The list goes on and on.
There's actually more.
Oh my God. Claudia, what are you human?
I am. I'm just a woman who love to serve, I guess.
Oh my God. You know that song that says, all women. Oh my God. From one woman to the other.
Thank you.
You are inspirational.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
My goodness.
Thank you.
What day of the month were you born? What happened?
I'm
Abina.
Yes. So in Ghana, Ghana, we have names with the day that you were born.
Yes.
So I'm a Tuesday born. So Tuesday born in Ghana, June born.
Oh.
I'm a Gemini.
Okay. So you were born on a Tuesday in June.
Yes.
So guys, make sure if you want to give birth to a superhero, you're timing it.
So we're helping you.
I am telling you,
we're doing the Lord's work.
Honestly, without even overgassing, this woman is an overachiever.
She's incredible.
How? Let's start from the beginning. I noticed on your Wikipedia page that you're German born, but Ghanaian. Tell us about that. Who's Ghanaian? Dad? Who's German?
So I need to change that.
Yes.
Because I'm not German.
Where did that come from?
I know, right? Every time they ask me, I'm like, what? I wasn't born in Germany. I grew up in London, actually.
Okay.
I was born in Ghana, but we grew up in London. But my dad used to live and work for a very long time. So my parents speak quite fluent German, but not me. So I think that's where the confusion is coming from. Yeah. But I grew up in London and I moved back to Ghana 15 years ago. But I've still kept a home in London, so I'm always in London. But home now is Ghana. Yeah.
I think you're a little bit of an enigma. Maybe sometimes people try to explain these things away by maybe she's got German engineering brain. Honestly. So yeah. So where do I even start, Claudia? When you started out life, at what point did you decide that you wanted to be this enigmatic super achiever? What happened? Was it your mom? Was it your dad you saw? What actually happened?
Yeah. I mean, that's a beautiful and interesting question. I guess, I I will not say that from very young age I figured out that this is what I'm doing now is what I will be doing. No way. And I guess also that's what it's called about finding your purpose, finding your calling as you move along, and just allowing God to lead you to what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, in terms of leadership, I mean, I am even though I'm not the oldest with my siblings, my older brother lived outside the country, born and raised in Germany.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Okay,
So he's always, born and raised in Germany. He's there, but in Ghana and in London and the UK, I was the oldest one. So I've always carried on this leadership role in my family. But then I started in banking. I work in Santander in the UK. We used to, before Abi National became Abi, Santander and all of that before I moved to Ghana. And I moved to Ghana to work in a bank as well. But then I guess when I was there, back, moving from UK, being back home, working in the bank, I actually never thought I would be working for myself. I never thought I would be, working for myself. I always thought I will, be in the corporate environment. I did law, I did economics. I wanted to be in the corporate world by the legal side. That's why I did all the schooling and experience in bank here. That when I ever go back home, I will be doing something like that. But then I got this aha moment when I was in Ghana. I've always loved magazines, and we didn't have Ghana at the time, 15, 16 years ago, didn't have, even still, didn't have a real lifestyle magazine. And I'm from a UK race girl, gone back to Africa. I love my OKs, my Essence, all of that. I love that magazine lifestyle with my cup of coffee. But there wasn't anything like that. So I researched into that, schooled myself, and then I launched Glitz Africa magazine. And 15 years ago, even getting makeup people and clothes and to make the photo shoot was actually quite hard. And I think I started, working with designers, young designers, creating with them, making what are we going to make the cover out of and all of that. And it pushed me to be creative because I had no choice, right? And I would say one thing I'm good at is aesthetic. I've got really good eye for things looking nice, so I just use that. That's all I used. I'm not fashion.
Skin, guys.
I'm not fashion, design or anything, but I just use my eyes on aesthetic to make sure that we got the magazine right, we got everything right. And then we started a magazine, and then magazine turned to Fashion Week. Fashion Week turned to Ghana Women of the Year because then I started having children, and then I've got 3. So featuring the women in the magazine also made me aware how blessed we are as Africa to have all these powerful women, but people were not telling their stories. And I felt, this is what I want the magazine to do, to tell, like what you're doing, really share stories of the untold story, people that people don't know, that people are not even on social media, but they are they are Greek people, they are the tech people, they are the surgeons, all of that. So we started that with the Ghana Women of the Year, and then Ghana Female CEO Summit, which I've run for 10 years.
Wow. So you spoke amazing, honestly. So you spoke about your eureka moment when I can't do this anymore. So that was before you started the magazine.
Yes.
So what do you think pushed that? And you grew up here.
Yeah.
And why did you just decide, when I'm moving to Ghana? How did that
that transition?
That transition.
So how should I say, even when I was living and working in the UK, I knew I wanted a life back home in Ghana. Oh. I always knew I would end up in Ghana. And so even my journey here was more like, build yourself up and be ready for when you go go back home. So you have enough experience to stand on your own 2 feet. And I think you just get there when you get there. That, I was sitting in the bank, but then all I could think about is Kutuka. Like, I need to get to Accra. Accra International Airport.
Okay.
It's called Kutuka International Airport.
Really?
So yes, I was like, I got to that stage that I really needed to go. Because even when I was leaving the bank, even my supervisor, my general managers, they thought I was moving to another bank because I was really good at what I did in the bank. And they were like, oh, you move to another bank? They were ready to offer me a new woman. And I was like, no, I'm actually just moving to Africa. Wow. And to be honest with you, is that my boss that helped me get a job in Ghana.
Amazing.
Because when I said I was moving to Africa, then he said, "Oh, which bank? Oh, my friend is the deputy, something." And he gave me a recommendation that gave me a job.
That's good.
So wherever you find yourself, you see,
just shine.
But before then, when you were younger, did you travel to Ghana a lot?
No, we grew up, because I was born in Ghana, raised to a certain, raised, did my young schooling in Ghana, and then moved here, did schooling here as well. So yes, I've always been, I've always had that both Ghana and UK lifestyle experience.
So, Claudia, I don't even know where to start because there's so many beautiful things that you do. I think it was last year I was part of your She Boss movement, and it was really amazing to see so many UK women at the top of their game, but with no light on them. And sometimes when these kind of people exist in silos, it's difficult to influence other people. Because when we see a woman like us, it almost gives us permission to say, go out and show your own greatness. And this is the reason why I was excited. I really wanted you to be here because I want people watching to see a bit of themselves in you. That you are a woman that they can be like, and that you can be more than one thing. Because life tries to say, oh, she does She Boss, she can't do anything else. No. She does the magazine, she can't do anything else. No. How have you able to create these various tranches of greatness that celebrates women at different phases, entrepreneurship, just coming to your own person, just showing up as a woman leader? How have you been able to curate these various spaces and do it successfully on a global stage whilst being based in Ghana? How does that work in real life?
So I think when you're driven by purpose, you're driven by solution, you're driven by impact, things that you do they actually don't feel like work for you. I'm at my best when I'm doing things that impact people, things that bring real solutions, and I also make sure that people that I'm working with understand the journey, understand the vision as well. Because you cannot, these things that you see that we do, it's not just Claudia doing them. I'm the vision holder, but everybody that I bring closer to the vision must be somebody that understands it's a calling. You understand? We are not here. I always tell my team that we are not here to be the people on the red carpet. That's not us. If you're here because you want to be here to be on the red carpet and take pictures, you're in the wrong room. Because this is my ministry, and anybody that comes around, I'll tell you, because it's like, and I told a friend, it's like a pastor that's preaching on the street. Nobody, give them for offering. Nobody, clap for them. There's a single person with a microphone on the street, and every morning they come and stand there and preach because it's their ministry. It's something that you can't even explain why you do what you do. But for me, it's a real calling on my life and bringing women together. And also, when you're doing something that is a purpose, it comes with ease. Yes, it comes with ease.
And God makes
He makes it happen. He makes it happen. I'm here in a few weeks' time. We have, the biggest women platform we have in Ghana, bringing almost 1,000 top female CEOs, government appointees, diplomats, all of that, all of them all in a room. But I'm here. It will happen. You understand? God will make it happen. We'll do what we have to do to make it happen. And so it's just making sure you understand the vision, you understand your purpose, bringing the right people together, and letting the people that you work with also understand the vision as well. And when they're also the people that we bring into a room. For me, the room is so important to me. It's who is in the room. So there are certain people that people say, oh, you'll never find them at Glitz event because I don't think they qualify to be in the room. Because I'm as a producer or as a curator or as a convener, I am convening a room of women that I want them to, like-minded women, women that are aligned, women that have the same similar purpose driven. If I can't find you, now what are you? And sometimes I say you're not ready for the room. You understand? You can have all the money in the world, you can be whatever, you are not ready for this room. So it's just understanding exactly what you want to do and working towards that with grace, with a heart of service, with dignity, and just really adding God to it.
Amazing. Abby.
Yeah, so fashion, finance.
Yeah.
From fashion to, that's two very different things. And you're living in one, you've lived in one. Which one would you say is more stressful? The finance or fashion?
Do you know what? I won't even use the word stress, to be honest with you, because I do not, my mindset and my attitude towards what I do not allow that, I just like stress. Well, go to Accra or go to Lagos on the street, people are selling water in the sun. Is that not stress enough? So but if God has put us in positions where we're able to do these kind of things, I don't see that. I just see them as it's part of what we're supposed to do. It's part of what we're supposed to do.
With the punches.
But I really finance. I think you go to school and you study. It's a job. It was a job.
Yes.
This I don't feel it's a job.
Yeah.
So I think probably that's the difference. But I mean, being here and working in a bank or working in a bank in Ghana was just a 9-to-5 job for me. But I would dedicate, for me, any place you put me, I'll give you 150%. The day that I feel like I have to only give 90%, that will be the day I'll leave. So, and that's why I was desperate to move from the bank, because at some point I wasn't giving my all, and I was like, no, Claudia, no, I cannot be going to work and be sitting and be thinking about something else, because that's not my attitude. And it's the same thing when I moved to Ghana and got a job. I gave you 150%. Within 3 months, everybody knew who Claudia was, because for me, you give me one, I'll bring you one and add two and give you option for 3. That's my attitude, and that's what I work for my bosses for. I come up with all the ideas, and it got to a point they were asking me, go and pitch it to the MD, go and pitch it to ESCO, because I was bringing in ideas that they feel like I am the one that can, explain it, So that's always been my attitude, and it's interesting. I never even thought that was an attitude of an entrepreneur or a leader, because I always thought I would use that to work for someone. So for now, I just feel like I'm in my purpose, I'm in my calling. I'm very content with where God is taking me to. I'm very content with the people, or the vision that I have is very clear for me. The platform that we created. I also don't know that if you know, but I stood for Member of Parliament, so I'm also in politics as well. So I'm very clear with where I'm going and where God is taking me to, and I'm very calm in my soul in it.
So, sorry, out of that question, and this is for the young people, people coming up. When we were younger, it was, you go for the important courses, then
medicine,
read law, you read medicine. And now these young ones are coming, some want to study fashion in school, some want to study, they want to look at things that they're interested in. And some of the parents are still opposed to it. Like, okay, maybe go for finance first, and then let that be like a cushion. You have that, and then you can do. What would be your advice? Would you encourage them to still go fully into the fashion, or would you say, okay, maybe your parents have a point, maybe do something else first?
Parents will always be parents. I mean, I'm supposed like maybe we're all parents. You get what I mean? You always want to make sure that. I also think that parents, you don't want your kids to come back and ask for money, right? So you want to encourage them to be in a safe, space that that you would, no matter how bad it is, you will earn a salary. You will earn money to look after yourself. But I also don't think that they are doing that because they don't want you to achieve your dreams. They just want you to think about your options and have a career that you can depend on for the rest of your life. Because, that's what parents do. But then I will say that fashion, actually, I mean, globally it's number 2, number 3 biggest, employer, right? And it's the fastest moving economy. Africa now is the coolest place to live. Our culture, our history, the whole world is borrowing our beats, our music, even our sports, So I think, and it's the only continent with the most youngest population or generation, right? So we're basically taking over. So if you're from there or you're connected to there in a way, this is the time to be more creative. This is the time to, whatever space you find yourself, whether you're in tech, all the fintechs are going to in Africa. If you are in whatever, it's the time. And if you're lucky enough to be connected to Africa, then this is the time to grow whatever you want to do. But we are only here for a time. We're not going to live forever.
Yeah.
So for me, that is the most important thing. Now, what do you want to do? What are the, and I always tell younger people also is, God has blessed us with not just one talent. Almost everybody, every one of us can do two, three different things, multiple things. God is just graceful, He just gave everyone, you take that, you take that. So we all have different things, but you need to be able to figure out with wisdom and guidance and maybe mentorship to figure out which one is just a hobby, which one is going to be the money earner for me, and which one can I, grow myself or see in the next 10, 20 years down the line, still be doing it. So once you can figure that out, then go for that, because you could be really great with fashion, but maybe that's not what's going to earn you the money to live the life that you want to live and look after your family. So maybe you can be the accountant 9 to 5, but weekends you do fashion. But then you can also assess it and realize that, I'm actually really great at this. And if I put in 100% into this, I can really make a good living out of it. And it's not because some people now also, because of social media, they'll look at Bola, they'll look at you and think, oh, she's hosting a TV. Oh, I can do it. Yeah. Oh, she's making dresses. Oh, she does wedding dresses, is making money. Oh, I can also do it. They're just confused in their direction and their purpose and what they actually want to do. So if it's not that, and you're being guided well, and you find this is your real, thing that you can actually create a business out of it, then please go for it. And your parents will end up loving you, because end of the day, they want you to have a career that you can earn a living. So if you can show them that fashion, hair, beauty is what I've created money. I have a friend in Ghana that was a nurse. The father now has retired from her job and is not the manager for the fashion branch. Because once they realize that, because the same job now has built them a house, is buying the cars, so he left his job. And now,
support.
Yeah, and as a musician as well, that the mother was a top bank. The woman is still the bank board member, but she's a full-time manager for her daughter, who's a musician. So,
okay, I want to talk about something that you've mentioned a few times.
Yeah.
Purpose. And being in the purpose that God created you for.
Yeah.
That simple word have got people in the greatest inertia ever, where they feel stuck. They don't know how to go forward or backwards. They don't even know how to interpret what their purpose is.
Yeah.
So there'll be people that things come easy to, like maybe you could literally wake them up and they could talk about dogs till the dogs come crying. But because it comes so easy to them, they can't see how that is purpose, or they can't even see how they can turn that into anything meaningful. And I know through my own personal journey that it took me a while to finally figure out what my purpose was. If someone came to you and said that they didn't know what their purpose was, how would you guide them back to themselves to discover what purpose is and what their own purpose is, away from them admiring you?
Yeah. You know what? That's a very interesting question, because I don't think that anybody can teach you how to maybe find your purpose or what your purpose is.
It's revealed.
It's revealed to you.
Yes.
It's something that it's an encounter you need to find. You need to encounter yourself. But then what you said as well at the beginning, I feel is something that leads you to that. Once you find something that it comes very easy to you, effortless to you, you're not because for me, when I arrived at my space, that I knew that this is my real calling, there was a calmness. There was, I'm not looking at left, I'm not looking at right, it's not smooth. You understand? Because working on your purpose is challenging. You understand? Because it's revealing. You're finding yourself and along. So some people will just be like, "Oh, I can't do this anymore." But what I feel is, once you arrive at that destination of purpose, there's a calmness that comes with it. There's clarity that comes with that space for you, and contentment as well. And I think if you're finding all of those things in what you're doing, then maybe pay more attention to it, because that could be your purpose. You get what I mean? Because somebody, will be, there are people that I know, like, yourself, for example, you're a great talker, like you speak you articulate yourself very well. There are people who are just like, it's just come to them, you understand me? And I have watched, it's like watching an opera, you understand? There are people like yourself who can be like that, you understand? They will stay present with you. It's not easy interviewing people. People think that it's a skill, and it's something that comes with certain people. They'll just sit down with you, and with each thing that you say, they develop what is coming. They just stay with you understand? And it's something that you cannot just go, you think that you look pretty on camera, so you're coming on camera, So I think that what I would tell the person is, tell me the things that, you find real comfort and real happiness and real, when you're getting up to go and do it, you're not bickering, you're not upset, you're not, you want to you look forward to getting up to go and do it. That energy, find me that thing that gives you that energy. Once you find me that, will guide you towards how to work on that. But nobody can help you find it. You find that energy, you find that, because it's within you. Yes. You will be able to say, Miss Claudia, when I'm on radio, I feel how I feel when I'm on radio, talking on radio is just amazing. Then there's something in there for you. Or when I'm on stage hosting a program, or when I'm on camera speaking, or when I am designing in my space and doing the sketches, it's like I'm in my own zone. Or when I'm going to lecture in the class, and preparing my notes to go and lecture in the class to teach children. What, where I am in that space, that's when you find in that purpose.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love that answer, because you are very right. It's something that you almost need to spend time without putting pressure on yourself. It's by doing what you find now. Just keep doing it. Because once you start something, you either discover one of two things. You like doing it. You like doing it enough, or you don't want to do it all the time.
Absolutely.
Or it shows you all the things you don't like, which is a very important, list that you avoid in your next journey of where to go. But Abi, before I pass Claudia on to you, I don't want to forget this, because I think it's so important that personally, I started to discover myself a bit more once, because I remember when I was young, I was a very, very confident young girl. I was sure I was going to change the world. I was going to go to the moon. I was going to fix everything in medicine. And I was going to sort out the world issues. But you get to a certain age where you've taken on, you're dreaming too much, and it almost shrinks you to almost trying to... And then I spent a long time trying to rebuild my self-esteem. And I remember at the point where I got my confidence back, that was the time I knew that if I really wanted to change anything, I would. And I always go and tell everybody that the strongest woman in the room when she walks in is that woman that is convinced she is who she says she is.
Absolutely.
But a lot of women that are great lack self-esteem, lack confidence, and they don't want to show up in today's world. So they're like going around with Insta 1, 2, 3. Visibility is an issue for them. They're almost hiding. They're delivering good work wherever they are. But they're not able to come forward. What am I driving at? I want you to please address two things. How can women, number one, step into their womanhood, be confident, show up in their greatness? And how important is visibility in being confident in today's day and age and the business landscape?
Okay, so
confidence and visibility.
Confidence and visibility. Okay, so what I would say is, show up with no
because you do this effortlessly.
Pressure.
I see you walk into a room and you literally own that room.
Because I don't have, it's not like I don't care about people's expectation or whatever about me or anything, but I don't allow people to put pressure on Claudia. I walk in how I want to walk in.
Yes.
I come and sit down how I want to sit down.
You go, girl.
You deal with the Claudia that you are faced today.
Absolutely.
Do you get what I mean? So I think sometimes women, we're too critical of ourselves. You know, that we want everything to be show up just as you are. Who told you anybody is caring about how perfect you are? Who is telling you that? It's because we are thinking that, I have to show up so perfect. If I'm a banking executive, then I need to be, come as you are. Come as your authentic self. You know, people are trying, everybody is not trying to be something they're not so they can get the visibility that you're talking about. I don't care about visibility. I don't, you know, for me, my platform, and that's why I said I understand where, you know, where God want me to be. I am I did my event for over 10 years. You won't even see me at my own event. Because I'm always with the technical guys. Because the platform is not for me. I curate it for people. Yeah. So once they get seated, I'm at the back. And my thing is, what are we missing? Because it's the experience in the room is so important for me that's where my head is. You understand? Number one, bringing the people that I want in the room. And whilst they are there, my focus is how are they going to live with the experience I want them to live with. So it's not about Claudia. I understand perfectly. I don't come in front of picture. I don't care. Unless, like, you know, it's just recently that people will even find me to take pictures with me at the event. The people come and say, but where's Claudia? They say, you want to find Claudia? She's backstage. My team always says, she's backstage because you never find me. So it's just, and also when you're fighting for visibility, you don't even get it. People can feel it. When it's fake, when it's too rushed, when you're in people's faces, why do you think that anybody wants more of you? Do you get what I mean? So I think that people to just be nice to themselves. Take it,
show yourself some grace
to yourself, some grace. You understand? And also, Bola, I'll tell you something. When you are actually doing what you do in your authentic self, visibility finds you.
Absolutely.
I don't believe in going to find it. I believe in let it come to you. Because when the UN found me 6 years ago and said I should be a UN Global Ambassador, I've never been to the UN before. Do you get what I mean? So they saw the work that I was doing in Ghana. They saw the work I was doing with women. They saw the work that I was doing with children. I have not even thought about them. It was just my calling and just what I'm doing. But the people, when you're doing something that's authentic, it hit people. People can see it, they feel it. It's something that you can't do anything about it. But when you're doing something that you're doing too much to impress, the same way people can feel it as well. So all the people all the people that have attracted the partners, the visibility that I've got, none of them is people that I'm like, no, it's people that reach out, Claudia, you're doing very amazing, you're doing really great. Can we do this with you? Can we sit down? Because people then start seeing their vision aligning with what you're doing because you're in your authentic self. So what they are doing as well, because it's also authentic, it aligns with what you're doing. And if it's not aligned, it's because you're not moving on the same, let them, if it's not yours, it's not yours. Because it doesn't even align with your purpose. It doesn't align with your vision. A lot of people come to me for visibility. I don't go. I don't go to a lot of red carpet events. If I go to an award, I never stop on red carpet to take pictures. I just go straight and sit down. You might think it's just I don't want it. I'm not like where my head is. I just want to sit and do what I'm supposed to and leave. You know, and people invite me a lot to Ghana TV interviews. I would never go. I'm like, okay, unless like the thing really hits very close and directly with what I do. I'm like, why am I there again? Like, oh, it's Mother's Day. We want to speak to you about gifts. Why? I don't have a gift shop for mothers. Why do you want me there? The fact that I have 3 children doesn't mean I may know the best gift to buy for my mother, right? Because I'm not an authority on it. I always want to do something that I will question it. Because and I must be something that I have authority to sit there. Not just to sit because I want to. No way. I don't want that. I'll be home, having tea with my kids.
Abi?
We could go on and on for all day with Claudia and we won't finish this conversation. But Claudia, I'm sure you will sit with Bola on conversations. Maybe when you come back to the question, because we've got so much more to talk to you about, and she can dig more out.
Time. Okay.
And we have to leave. But one question before we go: one fashion trend that you just cannot stick, you just hate it.
Okay. So I don't. People that wear things that they don't look comfortable in. You know,
AKA corsets.
You know, I've never had one before. I like to be very comfortable.
Your corset is a big thing in Ghana.
No, but I've never
all
been
the
in
brides, everything.
I can't. No, I can't. It really
It looks good on them.
Well, I can't. For me, my style, you know, is comfortable with edge. You understand? I'm very edgy with my look. I like unique pieces, but it's got to be, you know, very comfortable on me. The thing is, know your body and know what works for you. What works for you doesn't mean it will work for you. You know, and sometimes people feel like, oh, you have to be in figure-hugging dresses too. I don't wear figure-hugging dresses, even though I know I have a banging body. But I work out for it. I'm in the gym 3-4 times in a week. You know, I'm 45, going on 46, and I lift weight. You know, I've had 3 children, and you know, but it doesn't mean I want to squeeze myself into, you know.
Dress or
so I mean, for me, I just don't. Number one, I cannot stand people walking heels, wear heels and they can't walk well in them. I cannot stand people, you know, when clothes that, you know, Jesus, like so hugging tight on. I don't think it's classy. You know, for me, you know, class is everything for me, and I just feel like, you know, that's
interesting.
love it.
I've got well, I think 2 more questions before we
Bola.
I can't let her go without talking about this, because when a woman is like really, really successful, especially from Nigeria, one of the things that people get worried about is men. How are the men in their lives going to react? Should they be showing that they're this rich, this comfortable? Should they be wanting ambition this bad? How do you cope, and how in that circle, in that world where you know you're showing up big, you're showing up like an alpha woman, what's dating like in that scene? How do you find men? Do alpha women necessarily look for alpha men, or the alpha women just love a man that is a little bit more gentle? What do you attract?
No, I don't like a little bit gentle. I'm too much. I'm too much. No, I think that, you know what? Just, you know, when you are enjoying the woman that you are, you know, achieving what you're achieving, enjoying your space, enjoying the woman that you are, you attract the best to you. Do you understand? So for me, for women, I will always say, let's just enjoy the woman that you are first.
Just enjoy being.
You understand? Just enjoy you, because when the man is coming, they want to. When they meet you in your authentic self, it's beautiful. Do you understand? It's beautiful. So just
You just packed another question. When they meet you yourself. Okay, I know we're supposed to wrap up. I'm not going to let you go without answering this one. When they meet you, there's this thing going around on social media about becoming. But I have this other side where you're not becoming. You've always been. You just need to discover. So I get what they're trying to say. But there's this you here that is covered with a lot of feathers, pillows, that you need to unpack. So to me, that's not becoming. It's like discovering.
Discovering yourself.
That, okay, this is who I am.
Yes. And for me, you know, because for women like us, you know, that know, you know exactly what you're very clear with where you're going, you know, and everything. It can be attractive to certain men. It can be intimidating for certain men as well. But I'd rather let it be intimidating for you, because you are not for me.
Out of the room.
You understand? It's either, if you're intimidated by it, good, because you're not meant to match this energy of Claudia. So when you feel like you can
handle it,
then you are meant to be.
Handle it? Can you handle it?
Because you know, but I like men that keeps me on my toe. You know, that, you know, you're exciting enough for me to want me to be here. You know, so that's why I said the calm might not be my thing. You know, but calm in terms of cool head,
Yeah,
calm.
of course.
You understand? I need that because I'm a woman that, I'll tell you something is when I tell all my friends, I'm not one of these women that say I don't need a man. I need a man. I'm telling you, I'm a man's like
Amen. Hallelujah.
I'm the
And
woman
the church said.
that will go to work and all I want to do because I don't like staying out. I'm a more indoor private person, so I need and I can't sit and with all girls all the time. I need my private space. But when I need my private space, I need my man with me.
Yeah.
So it has to be somebody that we can share, somebody that and I want to unpack. Like when I'm doing something like, babe, what do you think about this? Even though I'll do my own thing, but I still want to run it by you. Somebody that I trust, somebody that is not intimidated about what I'm going to, what I'm doing, or anything like that, but will just tell me as it is and say, I think this will work. I don't think this is, oh, okay, thanks for that, but I'm still going to do it anyway. But yeah, so yeah, that's
Love it. Abi, I know you want us to go, but there's just one more thing, and then I'll let you ask the question. Claudia, I love a woman that stands in her power. I don't think we did you justice when we described you. So I'm going to hand you the proverbial mic. Tell us who Claudia is.
Oh my God, I'm so bad talking about myself.
Your own. Tell us.
I am so bad talking about myself. But all I will say in all humility and with everything is...
Own this power, girl.
You know what? I just, in finding what I do and everything, I just really want to represent people that cannot represent themselves. Because God will not give you all of this, all this aura, all this, easy for you to open certain doors. You can walk through certain doors.
So many.
If it was just about
Glitz Africa.
If it was just about me, I don't think He'll give me that grace to be able to open or go through certain doors and be respected in all the rooms that I enter, whether it's business, whether it's politics. And part of the reason why I went into politics, because I really wanted to represent something for people that cannot represent themselves. And also I understand all of us, stand for, we represent something for certain type of people that follow us and, want to look up to us. And I want to be a good representation for myself because I want my children to grow up 10, 20, 30 years, legacy, whatever, right? Building legacy, whatever years God give us here to be on this world, I want my children to be proud of their mother when I'm gone or when I'm here, whatever it is. So for me, I am a woman that, I'm quite intense, when I'm doing what I'm doing, because I don't play with my purpose. I don't play because as I said, I know this is my ministry. And it's a calling on my life, so I cannot play with it. So if I have to move you from the side to make sure, move in terms of like, we don't need to talk to you, and also I don't need to be friends with you to bring you on board to work because it's a journey we're all on. So for me, it's the focus, is what we're trying to do, the impact we're trying to do. That's the woman that I am, but I'm also fun. I'm very loyal, and integrity is everything for me. Absolutely. Integrity is everything for me. You'll never find me say, Claudia said that. I don't have time to talk about anybody. So it's either my person is either you come into my space and you love it or you will not. You understand? So that's what I would say. I have a heart of service because I really want to serve. I really want to give whatever God has given to me to really represent people, and just really be a good human being.
Amazing.
Human being. That's lovely. Abi? That's lovely. Oh my God, it's been fantastic having you here, Claudia. Like I said earlier, we could go on and on, and there's so much to unwrap.
And you're two exciting women. You sandwiched me with this beautiful conversation.
Oh my God,
with the best donuts in the UK.
You heard that? You heard that, right? Best donuts in the UK. Seriously, donuts.
Yes.
So Claudia will be back. We're really excited to have her in London. Claudia is based in Ghana. She's going back. But when she comes back, she will be with me again by God's grace on Conversations with Bola.
So
where we'll totally unpack who this lady is.
So I
am going to speak with her because we need to work out some kind of curriculum for us to match the energy, how to become our own little Claudias, and how to find ourselves in our own individual spaces, but intentional about our growth.
Yeah.
This is the energy that we're moving forward with. Thank you so much, Claudia.
Thank you
for
so
taking
much.
time
I love
out.
you.
She literally just got back from Italy, speaking at a university.
Thank you so
This woman is power. Yeah, if you've never met her before, you need to go check her out. If you need a role model, if you need to know that it is possible, there's a woman killing it here. And we're so proud to have you.
Thank you so much.
We're so proud
We're
to,
honored that
we're honored you stopped by. And you're keeping our love thing, Nigeria Ghana thing going.
Oh,
we're
yes.
always gonna love.
Of
We're always
course.
gonna love. Forget that jollof boy. It's
You
just
don't have time
it's just
for
an
that. Ain't
excuse.
nobody got
It's just
time
an
for
excuse
that.
for us to keep playing.
Yes.
But yeah, we love you.
And we love both as
Yes,
well. I
yes.
love Nigeria jollof and Ghana jollof.
I know,
However, we
right?
come out with five, but we love both.
I know, right? But let anybody try Ghanaians. The way Nigerians will come for you. Like, you want to touch our neighbors? Who are you?
I know,
But
right?
we don't mind coming for you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We know that
But
Nigeria
when we
jollof
see
is better.
Senegal, we're like,
From where now? How?
Pharaoh, if you touch our people, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for sharing your
Claudia.
energy.
Thank you so
You know,
much.
And your
you
passion.
inspire me
Yeah.
personally, and
So much.
it takes a lot. I'm not proud or anything, but it takes a lot because I'm very clear where God is taking me
Yes.
and the purpose.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they say that great calls on to great. When God has given you a gift and you understand where you stand,
Yeah. Yeah.
when you look,
Yeah.
you
all
see
that
people
stuff that,
positioned
like,
Yeah.
where God asked them to stand.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
are not
Yeah.
competing
Yeah.
with
No.
them.
No. No.
Have you
Actually,
seen
happy
great
to
people
see
in a room
like
together?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They parlay because they know that
Yeah.
we're allies.
Yes.
And I'm grateful to be sitting with you as an ally in greatness.
Well.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
We can't
so
wait to
much.
have you back.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Abi?
so much for having me.
And
Thank
our
you, Claudia.
fabulous Mr. Powell behind the
Power is
scenes.
killing us for time now.
He's like,
girls, really?
We love you. Thank
Thank
you so
you
much
guys
once
for
again,
joining
Claudia.
us.
Thank you for joining us. Remember to like, follow, share, and look
Comment.
out for more
Comment.
information
That's
about
scared.
when Claudia comes.
Tell us
Okay?
what
And
you
we're going
think
to be
about
unpacking
Claudia.
everything we're going to be doing with Claudia soon. And my earring fell out.
And
Girly
on
issues.
that,
And on that note, we love you.
thank you
See
guys. See
soon.
you
Ciao,
soon.
ciao. Lots of love.
Bye.